All right, so check it out. I just came across a book that I haven't seen in a few years, but this book was actually like a living, breathing sales Bible for me when I first started in sales about 20 years ago. And I was just reorganizing my office and I found this book, and it reminded me of a time when the author of the book, which by the way, the book is incredible. I mean, just loaded with sales psychology, trial closes, tie downs, third-party stories. I mean, you name it, it's in this book. I have a lot of respect for the author of this book because this book actually made me a lot of money early in my sales career. And there was this one particular time when the author was coming to our hometown to conduct a training session based on some of the content that was in his book. So as you can imagine, I was stoked. I'm like, okay, this is the man, the myth, the legend himself is going to be in my hometown giving me some golden nuggets that I can learn from to take my sales career to the next level. So as you can imagine, I got a bunch of people riled up. We went to the auditorium that day and we just were antsy to see this guy live in action. Unfortunately, we got a very different experience. What I realized was that although the author of the book was incredible at delivering amazing content, he just really wasn't good at public speaking. He wasn't good at presenting to a group of people. He wasn't able to connect emotionally with them, and he wasn't really able to give the people any value in the audience outside of the information that was already in his book. So there's 3 things that you have to do if you want to be a rock star presenter in any group format. The first golden secret is you must truly understand the law of matching and mirroring. Now what that means is that before you can actually present to this group of people, you should do a little due diligence to find out exactly what motivates these people. Maybe find out what are their deepest desires, or maybe some current problems that they currently have that they're seeking solutions for. And then if you can find out or gather some of that information and then weave some of the answers or some solutions to those same issues, desires, or wants, then you're going to become a lot more appealing to the group of people that you're presenting to. You're going to be more interesting. They're going to want to hear more. Now, the second part of matching and mirroring is that you have to be able to come out on stage matching the energy level of the audience. So if they're currently at a level 6 from a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being no so good, 10 rah rah, let's just blow the roof off the building, then you have to come out right at that level 6 with them. They have to see that you're just like them. And little by little, you're going to build the momentum and the energy to the level that you want to get it to. So again, if you're coming out on stage, maybe you're being introduced by somebody else that doesn't do an effective job in building you up, and you're coming out, the audience is at an energy 1 or 2 level, then you want to come out at an energy level 1 or 2, and then little by little you want to build up that energy and that drive and that momentum and that excitement through the delivery of your information. The second golden nugget to conducting amazing rock star group presentations, if you have to understand the law of body language, nonverbal linguistics. And it's very important that when you're using your body, you're using it effectively, that you're coming from a place of authority, from a place of being able to really tie the words that are coming out of your mouth to your hand gestures, to your facial expressions, to the way that you're pacing on stage. And let me give you an example. Let's say that you're presenting to a group, maybe in a smaller setting, then you can be less animated with your hand gestures or your body movement. But if you're presenting a group of hundreds of people or thousands of people in a massive auditorium, you really have to take your body and make it as dynamic as possible in conjunction with the words that are coming out of your mouth. That way they can see that you're being congruent. And then the third, and probably one of the most important rules of being a rock star presenter, is that you have to understand that people don't want to just be spoken down to or spoken to. They want to feel like they're a part of something larger than themselves. They want to feel like they're a part of the environment, a part of this teaching environment, or a part of the presentation. And the best way of doing that is by interacting and engaging the audience. Bring a couple people up to stage that you can maybe use to drill the point across that you're trying to achieve. Use them as case studies. Do a Q&A with those people and allow the audience to learn through them rather than you just trying to feed a bunch of information directly to the audience. If you keep these 3 things in mind every single time, no matter how small or big the audience group is, you're going to find that you're going to be a lot more successful. People are going to want to know more because they're heavily interested in what you have to say. I hope this really helps, guys. Rock and roll. Be blessed. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's out there. Be blessed. Enjoy your families. Hasta la vista.